If you happen to follow me on Twitter, you may know by now that I recently was able to get a job. A long story short, I'm officially the breadwinner in my immediate family, and that means I'm now either at work, working, or at home, sleeping. And I don't have as much time to dedicate to making YouTube videos, but I haven't given up on it either. Basically, once I find my balance, I'll be hopefully back to daily videos, or at least as close like I was. That being said, in today's video, as you might have read from the title, I need to make something absolutely clear. Link summoning, or Master Rule 4, honestly does slow down the game, but only for the older extra deck summoning mechanics that came before it. The biggest hindrance comes to the pendulum summoning mechanic, wherein before, you could pendulum summon 5 pendulum monsters in one fell swoop, all of them from the extra deck. However, now with Master Rule 4, the most you're ever going to summon is 4. And that's after using 4 or 5 monsters to make up the link monsters used to open up extra deck spaces in the main monster zones in the first place. Even taking links out of the equation and ignoring that you only are able to pendulum summon 1 monster at a time from the face up in the extra deck, the pendulum zones, now that they're part of the main 5 spell and trap zones, you can't have a back row of 5 on top of your scales being set. Now you can only have your scales set and a back row of up to 3. Pendulums objectively got nerfed, and that's something no one can deny. And I can hear you now, but Arthur, you said it slowed down other extra deck summoning too. And I did, because it did. Think about it. If you have 4 level 4 monsters on board and wanted to make 2 Utopias, you'd only be able to make 1. If you didn't make a link monster first, you could only have 1 extra monster zone free to make the first Utopia. Conversely, if you use 2 of them to make a link 2 that opens up 2 more spaces, you'd still only have 2 left over to make 1 Utopia, wherein you could make 2 of them before Master Rule 4. So whether or not you're using link monsters in your deck, it's objectively lowered the number of non-link monsters you can summon from the extra deck. Now, can you just summon a bunch of link monsters and then go into other plays? Of course! That's literally what my current deck is all about. I link spam the shit out of nightmare monsters and a Trigate, only to hopefully end up on a totally awesome at some point. I mean, there's a Seraphonite in there somewhere. But at that point, you're just trading in the older extra deck summoning mechanics for the newer ones, and still using resources that otherwise go towards Synchro, Ixies, or Fusion plays to instead make link monsters. Now, I'm not saying the game is slow now, because it's obviously not. What I am saying is that without links, your deck is going to be hella slower than if you had them, and even with links, you're still making less non-link extra deck monsters than you normally would in Master Rule 3 or former. And in that sense, Master Rule 4, and by extension link monsters, have effectively slowed down the pre-Master Rule 4 game mechanics as we knew them. And that's really all I feel that needs to be said or conveyed to get my point across and what I mean when I say that Master Rule 4 or link summoning honestly did slow down the game. Obviously it didn't, because FTKs are still rampant and special summons are coming out the ass like it's nobody's business. But I still find it objectively undeniable that with or without link monsters, you're still not summoning as many non-link extra deck monsters as you could before Master Rule 4. But yeah, that's all I got. If you liked it, leave a like, fucking comment, share, subscribe, something. I don't fucking care. Thanks for watching.